Hello, Jerome here. Welcome back to the Minecraft server. Whoa, this is epic. So today I'm going to be building the coolest Nether Hub ever. At least the coolest one that I've ever built. Whoa. Whoa, diamonds galore. This is crazy. Okay. Anyways, back on topic. Today I'm going to be building the craziest Nether Hub ever with a bunch of help from Aussie. I actually already recorded a bunch of the clips, but my microphone was really weird, so I had to reinstall the drivers. So I'll probably just be doing voiceovers of a lot of those clips. So about 2 weeks ago I released a video of me blowing up the nether. I was pretty sure in that video that I did about 80% of what was needed. I was completely wrong. It was maybe 40%. So here's a few clips of me filling in the lava lakes and blowing up the nether to make space for the Nether Hub. I feel like Aussie and I didn't really know what we were getting involved with. I hopped on around 7 PM and for the first hour I was just sort of jumping around and goofing off. I wasn't really being efficient with my time. But around 8 PM I really kicked it in gear and I started terraforming. This is what it looked like when I was pretty much done terraforming. I still needed to fill in a couple layers, but more or less it was done. After terraforming was done, I got to making the outline. The idea of this build was to do a giant circle, and if you don't know how to do circles in Minecraft, just Google Minecraft circle generator. It makes it so much easier. Once the top part of the circle was done, I jumped down and I did the bottom part. Basically, as soon as I finished the outline in the bottom, Aussie hopped on, so we were able to get going. Like I mentioned before, sadly my microphone drivers were acting weird, so I had to scrap a lot of the footage, but I did get some really funny clips that I'm going to include anyways, so just ignore the really bad mic quality.
Yeah, hello?
Oh, hello, friend.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, pretty well. I got some more fishies.
Oh,
So we started off by building up with the stripped warped stem blocks. Man, try saying that 10 times fast. This is probably going to sound crazy, but all we're doing is building the walls for the flooring. It'll make sense a little later on. Oh yeah, shout out Bob, by the way. He got like 5 stacks of this, and I own diamonds for it. So Bob, if you're saying this, you're a real one. Thank you, man. For some reason while building this, I kept forgetting how to use my elytra, and I died I don't know how many times. Here's a really funny clip of Aussie having a close call.
I just want to play. Oh my god.
I'm here.
Had to mute this part, mic sounds like buns. Kinda stinks, because it was a really great moment, but my mic's just like cackling at you. It's awful. Can't even hear it. Horrible on the ears.
My god. Okay. Wow, thank god I grabbed that.
After that, we got busy, and we ended up finishing the walling for the floors. So the walls are done now. Now we get to start placing torches all over the ground. If you haven't guessed it yet, we're going to be making a version of the viral fog floors, but we took our own little twist on it. Once we were done with the torches, we had to go get some wool so we could put the carpets over them. But when we were going to get prepared for it, we had a little incident with the baby piglin.
We have a little zombie piglin here.
You want to capture him for the zoo?
We should be catching these guys and
Yeah.
naming them.
Yo, I'll stay with him. Go get a name tag and can you lead him?
Be like,
Oh, dude, he's done. No, dude. No. I don't know how to save. He's in my bubble elevator. He's about to drown. I don't think he knows how to swim.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water.
It's not even
oh, forever now.
You know what? He might be able to come out here. Okay, he's good. I'm pretty sure he was gonna drown.
We'll
I
keep
saw.
it down there.
Yeah, he's
Bafflation.
down. Oh, dude, no.
Dude, wait,
No,
wait,
dude. No. He just went through I don't even have a pickaxe on me. He just went to the sheep farm, like through a 1x1 block. That was awful. I don't know where it went. This isn't good. Nah. If he went and got stuck like in the hopper minecart. I hear him, dude. I hear him. Do you hear him?
I don't. All I hear is the sheep.
I swear, dude, he's here. He's here.
He does. I see him.
Where?
He's going so fast.
There he is. There he is. There he is.
Wait, he's near you now.
I see him. I see him. No, dude, I'm trying to capture him. He doesn't want
It's
any
hard
of
to
it.
catch these guys, man.
Dude, no. No, the lever. No, dude. Dude.
Bafflation.
He's gone. He ran under here, dude. He's over here now.
Here he's back. He's back.
He's back underneath. There he is. I got him cornered, I think. No, dude.
I can't even put a block.
It's my bad. No, it's because of him. Dude! Yes, he's stuck. He's stuck. He is stuck, dude. Finally.
Okay, I am getting this dude name tag.
We started off by filling out the floors entirely with lime green carpets, but that was before we decided the design we wanted to go with. Also, about halfway through placing these carpets, we realized that we both had view bobbing on. It is a pain in the butt to place carpets with view bobbing.
That's the only thing I hate about big Minecraft builds, man. It's like you mess up one thing and now it's all gone to hell.
Like, if we realized right now the circle was crooked, what would we be doing, do you think?
Hope to God no one else notices.
Thankfully, the circle wasn't messed up, so we didn't have to worry about that. After we destroyed the extra green stuff, we went ahead and started placing the cyan carpets, and chef's kiss, looked amazing. The next step for me was start placing down the patterns for our floor. We want to have a creeper face right in the middle with cyan all the way around it. So it's still going to be the fog floor effect, but it's going to have a creeper face in the middle. I already know what it looks like. It looks incredible. You're just going to have to believe me. While I was waiting for black wool because we're goofs and we didn't prepare enough, I went ahead and I started doing a bunch of layers of glass. Here's me on layer 3 or 4 of the cyan glass. Austin came in clutch with the black wool, so I was able to start filling in the creeper face. Once the face was done, which, sorry by the way, I lost the footage for the complete version, but you'll see what it looks like later. We started filling in the glass. We placed one layer of black glass on the bottom, hoping that we'd be able to see it through all the layers, but sadly we couldn't, but you'll see that a little later on in the video. Oh dude, it's so much easier to do it from like the face level of the glass, if you're down there with it like in your face.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mention that. I went through that too. It's so much quicker.
I'm like, oh man, what have I been doing?
Here's a little clip of me looking down, and as you can see, you can't even see the creeper face anymore, so something had to be done.
Oh my god. Do you have glass?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, because I don't have no,
No lime? Uh-oh.
no.
Sorry. Oh, this is a lot easier. If we do this, dude, it won't even be that bad. We just go on our bellies.
Oh yeah. Like little snakes. Are we
Little
breaking the very bottom one?
I'm doing it. Aussie and I don't really have a great way of getting black dye yet, so we were just alternating going around and killing squids.
That was so weird.
What's
I
that?
thought I was drinking my milkshake, but it was actually fruit.
Oh, that's weird.
That was oh.
That could catch you off guard. I'm really happy we're going back to fix this though, and not just being like, oh, whatever.
These poor squids.
Squid genocide.
There's
Aww.
The squids didn't like that.
Nah.
Apparently.
They have a strong force I don't know about. Yeah,
Oh,
it's way more visible. We can actually see it now. So at this point, it was about 2:30 a.m. And you could probably hear that I'm just losing energy slowly and my brain's not really working. So I spent probably like 20 minutes trying to design this portal. Didn't look good. Ended up going with a different design. So at this point, Aussie was telling me, hey man, I think the floor looks a little bit weird. I think the creeper face is off some. But like I just said, 2:30 in the morning. I've been playing Minecraft for hours at this point. I didn't realize that the creeper face was wonky, so we had to go back a little later and fix it. It looks good to me, honestly.
I could literally just be tripping.
You weren't tripping, Austin. That was all me. Now it's time to start building the walls. I did build a design in creative like a couple days prior, but I ended up throwing that out the window and just doing whatever. Then randomly at 3 in the morning, I got this bright idea that, you know, we're pretty tired, we're pretty overworked, why don't we just make it more? I had an idea and I want to know your thoughts on it. What if we made it like a 2-layer nether hub instead of just like the one? Now we're pretty much done with the walls here. Next step, we're going to build a little balcony over so that we can have a second layer, like I said. We ended up going with the terracotta blocks, which look nice as the flooring up top, but when you're below, it takes away a little bit from the build, so I ended up doing something to cover it up. I used copper stairs and copper half slabs to cover up the terracotta from the bottom, and I think it looked really good. So remember how I said earlier that we messed up the floors and I haven't realized it yet? Well, I'm about to realize it. Oh dude, you know what? You did goof on the black.
I knew it looked wrong.
Yeah. Do you happen to have a silk touch pickaxe? Here's a little clip of me going down to start fixing. Here's a clip of me being a busy bee going ahead and breaking all the glass. And then here's a clip of me finishing it up. Finally back to where we were. After fixing the creeper face, I just went back to placing the stairs and half slabs under the terracotta. Now it's pretty much improv from here on. We didn't plan to have 2 floors. We're just trying to figure out what looks good with the block palette that we chose. And I think warped stem logs looked good without stripping them. It adds a little bit more texture and color. And I really like how the textures kind of move. Present day Jerome here, going around the build. So this is what we ended up going for design. I like it. I think it looks nice and it goes really well with these colors. I'm just not sure what colors I want to go for these little archways, so I'd like some feedback. Although, while I'm here, I want to explain something. So what these little things are 8 by 8 little cubbies, and the plan is we're going to be putting our faces in these cubbies so you know whose house you're going to without having to read a sign or something. So that's going to be Jerome's face, and that's going to be Alex's face. I don't know who else has cubbies yet, but there should be enough for everyone on the server to have one. Austin and I were uncertain for how we wanted to be able to get to the next level of the Nether Hub. We thought an elevator, but it was a little chunky and it didn't fit in our space. Then we thought maybe we could use honey blocks, and this happened.
I think I managed.
I'm really sorry. We were trying to decide what block we wanted to use that could kind of go along with the color palette we were using, and we ended up landing on cyan concrete. Looks great. I feel like we should add a design or something in the ceiling. It's a little too plain. So we started by trying to use magenta blocks as an accent. It was just a little bit too bright for my liking, so we went with something else. The next contender was purple concrete, and this won my heart instantly. It looked so great with the blue terracotta underneath it and the purple in those warped stem blocks. I think that could look really nice, like a color to bring it from the cyan to the purple. But
That would be nice. It would blend very nice.
You know,
And it wouldn't be too eye-catching. It would be like a subtle
yeah,
thing that you notice.
exactly. After deciding we wanted another accent block, we needed to decide which accent block. Austin and I both thought blue, so we went with light blue and blue concrete, and blue definitely won it. Again, light blue was just a little bit too bright for the build. Which one do you like more over here?
Oh, I think the blue looks. I think the blue fits the vibe a bit better.
With the blue concrete done, we thought it looked great, but it was just missing something from the centerpiece. So we went and got some sea lanterns, which was not an easy feat.
You know, we could actually put lights right here. Bro, why can't we get their sea lanterns? I don't have mining fatigue though.
Oh my god. Yeah, that looks epic, dude. That looks epic. I honestly wish we had more, because it looks epic. With the sea lanterns in place, the build was starting to look a little bit more complete. The next thing we needed to tackle was a way up. And these blue vines just fit the build perfectly. It looked amazing. It's not the flashiest way, but it looks great and it works perfectly.
And it fits the whole like nether vibe. I like that a lot of the stuff that like isn't all stuff that you would find in the nether.
Yeah, except the copper.
Minus like terracotta. Yeah.
Yeah, copper, terracotta, concrete, glass.
Some of the packed ice. There's definitely not ice in the nether.
No. Throughout the entire build, Aussie and I were wondering, how are we going to light this build up and make it look nice? till eventually we thought of glowberries, and it looked amazing. What a great touch.
I almost forgot about glowberries as like a light source.
Yeah, and it's a nice one. Honestly, it's kind of what we needed. You know, for not being builders, I think we did a really swell job.
Man, because I definitely do not classify myself as a builder.
No, me neither. So this is what it's looking like from up top, and honestly, I don't think I could be any happier. Austin and I probably collectively put 20 hours into this build, and it shows. Here we are, pretty much complete Nether Hub. Still need to fill in our cubbies, but look at that. Like, it looks so good. It just looks so good. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and Austin and I, always great when we collab together. Okay, I have a sword. I'm gonna handle you. Where'd you go? Alright, it's 2 in the morning here now, so I just have one more segment which I want to do. There's gonna be a subscriber spotlight today, someone who's been super active in the community and very kind, so I'm gonna jump over to that. Alright, today's subscriber spotlight goes to a special person who's been super active in the community. It is Hemprig. Always appreciate having you around, and I really appreciate your kind words. And now, you're a part of history. Second one ever in the subscriber hall. So again, thank you, man. I appreciate you. And we're back here. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. A lot of hard work went into this Nether Hub, and I think it turned out really, really great. Bye!